So this week I just decided, why not? Why not re-review this album on my new channel? And I have some new thoughts on it. I have a lot of things I want to say that I never got to say when it came out the first time. Because don't ever watch that review, by the way. It's on my other channel. I'm not even going to tell you that channel because it's embarrassing. And I was sweaty and it was nasty. Anyways, let's go. Fall Out Boy's Save Rock and Roll. Before you get offended by that title, if you've ever heard this album, I'm pretty sure it's a joke, because there's nothing really rock-ish about this album. So I'm a huge Fall Out Boy fan, so there's that. Ever since I was young, I've been like crazy about this band. I've like looked up all the information I can on them, and I used to do school reports on them when I could, and I don't know, there's just been this huge connection with me. I've always wanted to see them live, and I finally got that chance this last summer, and it was great. That was amazing. Now, before this album came out, they were actually on a hiatus or kind of like a breakup, and oh my god, I was like super sad because they were my favorite, of course, and I didn't want them to stop, of course. I mean, come on. But years passed, it was like 3 or so years, and they released a new single, My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark, and this track made me super nervous. I was like, what is this? Like, has hip-hop vibes in there, and it's more like auto-tuned, and I mean, for the most part I was pretty happy that they were back, but I was nervous. I was really nervous about it, and then I started thinking that some of their other singles were kind of like this, like I Don't Care, you know, that was more rockish than this one, and This Ain't a Scene, It's an Arms Race was kind of like that. So I was kind of like, you know, this is just a single, let's hear the rest of the album, and I was super disappointed when I heard this album. So in my anger, I wrote this really weird review in my truck. At the time, this was actually my first album review, which it's kind of cool, I don't know. And that's where it all began, all the hate that I got for that review and stuff. I remember thinking this album was overproduced, it didn't have the lyrics like Fall Out Boy used to, and it just didn't sound like Fall Out Boy to me, and I was upset, man. I was really upset because my favorite albums are Full A Do and Infinity on High, and those are my two favorites. I mean, I love all their others, but those are the two that stuck out to me. Infinity on High and Full A Do were those albums that I really felt an emotional connection with them at the time, and I still do. They're still like my two favorite albums of all time, and it's just sad seeing my favorite band have this more pop feel to it, like Maroon 5. But seriously, let's talk about the tracks on this album and basically how my opinions have changed about this album. So the first track on here is The Phoenix, and let me tell you, it's a great starter track, really. It reminded me of Thanks for the Memories. It has that nice orchestral feel to it, and it just has this really hype mentality to it, and Patrick's vocals just stand out like no other in this, and it's a hype song. It's basically an anthem for like, put on your war paint! I don't know, it's catchy. It doesn't have the greatest lyrics in there, like I'm going to change you like a remix really just rubs me the wrong way. But every time I listen to this song, I feel like I do like it, and I listen to it quite a bit sometimes, and I don't know, it's just a good song to really get you hyped. It's a good concert song. Then we got that first single, My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark, which sounds really like, how do I put this? Stalkerish. Got those hip-hop vibes, man. The hip-hop vibes in this, it actually makes sense. It's melded well with the rockish style that Fall Out Boy is known for, and kind of Patrick Stump's swag in this song, I should say, because he's got a swaggy tone when he's singing in it, and it sounds really confident, and you kind of like singing to it. I like singing to it. It has some cool lyrical play in there, and the productions aren't tight, but they are catchy enough to like get into it. And I could totally get why this was like on the top 100 at one point. Then we got Alone Together, which was the song that really turned me off on this album at first. But then over time, I kind of started to like it, weirdly enough. When I started to realize I liked it was when I actually heard it live. I looked up a YouTube video of it live, and that's when it actually, I don't know, it sounded better because it didn't have this overproduction sound to it and it didn't feel all messy in that way, because this song does sound a little messy to me, but I don't know, the chorus line is super catchy. It's super, like, when you go to a Fall Out Boy concert, this is a song you would think they'd play, and to get the audience, like, into the song that they're playing. I also love the line, "My heart is a stallion, and they love it more when it's broken." I don't know, it's a catchy line in the song that really stuck out to me. I also sing along to this song, I'm not gonna lie, it's catchy. It's really catchy actually, but instrumentally, a little all over the place, I guess, like this video. Then we got the song "Where Did the Party Go?" and this kind of reminiscent of Dance Dance a little bit, just a tad bit, but not that much because it's more popish, of course, and it's just a nice party song, I guess. It's not really emotionally driven, it has a bunch of different party scenarios in there. Then you got the song "Just One Yesterday," which is actually one of my favorites on the album because it feels like it has blues influence and, weirdly enough, Adele influence in there too. What I didn't really like about the song though was the collab with Foxes. Her voice just didn't mesh well to me. I mean, it works, but I feel like he could have used someone else's voice. I think a better choice would have been like Janelle Monáe would be super cool. This song's more piano driven and it works so well. I think Patrick's voice works always good with the piano though, just my opinion. And lyrically, this is one of the most strongest in the album and probably one of the ones I actually really come back to because it just has that potency to keep me coming back for more. Then we got The Mighty Fall with Big Sean in there. That's also a weird collab, but it actually works. I think the Big Sean part actually works really well in this song, weirdly enough. And Patrick's voice kind of has this like vocal effect on it that makes his voice sound a lot weirder. I don't know how to describe it because it sounds like it's not him at times. It's auto-tune probably. Auto-tune's a great trick. Overall, I don't know, it just wasn't one of the tracks that really clicked with me, and it still doesn't. I mean, sometimes I'll listen to it. If I listen to the whole album, I will listen to it, but other than that, it's not one of my favorites. I do like the Big Sean part, though. That was pretty great. It's kind of goofy, but it's good. Then we got Death Valley. It's an okay track. The vocals are good, and it's more of a rock track, which is cool. It just still has that overproduced sound to it, so it doesn't really make you think rock when you hear it. Then we got Young Volcanoes, which is more acoustic driven and it's more of a young anthem. I love the acoustic in there, and the chorus line's super, super catchy too. Then we got Rat-a-Tat-Tat with Courtney Love in it. And right off the bat, I was like, no way! She is the worst part of this song, but overall, the song's not bad. It's just cut out Courtney's part and just sweep that off. And then we got an okay track here. Yeah! Sometimes I will listen to this song here and there, but really, it's a song I usually skip, and not because of her too, because it just isn't an appealing song to me. I don't know, it just didn't meld well with me, I guess. Then we got the big fucking behemoth, Save Rock and Roll. Fuck yes! Sorry, I love this song. It's a great song. The song Save Rock and Roll uses a sample from Take This to the Grave, which is the song Chicago Is So 2 years ago, which is a great song. Look it up if you have never heard it. It's especially the line that they use from that song too is a great line. But this song has like one of the best Fall Out Boy openings in a song, really, because basically Patrick is showing so much emotion on this song, and it just, whenever he says, "So fuck you, you can go cry me an ocean and leave me be," I always want to be like, Fuck yes, sorry, I love this song. And it doesn't help that Elton John is totally awesome in this song too. He's playing piano and he's also singing along, and oh, I just love it. It's good. Honestly, this song alone was definitely worth the album. I mean, I didn't at first like this song because I was so mad about all the other songs on this album at the time, but this song has definitely grown on me and probably could be in my top 10 Fall Out Boy songs of all time. I just love it. It just feels like a Believer song because believers never die, man. So what can I say? This is basically a guilty pleasure album for me, and I don't exactly love it, but I like it, and definitely my opinion has changed on this album. I used to hate this album. I used to despise it, and now it's grown on me. It's not one of my favorite Fall Out Boy albums, but it's definitely not the worst thing I've ever listened to, and it's good. It's not bad. I also love the Young Blood Chronicles, which is a music video like episodic thing that they had. It was basically a rated R Fall Out Boy movie, and that was great. I love watching that sometimes. Definitely makes the songs have more context to them, and I love that. Definitely makes the album have more context to it, and that's just great because it makes the album that much better and not just a joke. The thing with this album too is I always keep coming back to it, and I enjoy it every time I do. And there's more songs I do enjoy than the others on this album. Anyways, if I was actually to give this album a true score, I'd probably give it a 3 out of 5 because it does have some songs in there that I love coming back to, but other songs I can kind of see the issues I still have with this album because it's a love-hate relationship, and it's not a very good relationship. It's one of those ones that you kind of want to start backing off a little bit, but then you come back and you're like, everything's okay. So anyways, this was just basically a throwback review I wanted to do because I've been wanting to review a Fall Out Boy album. I love talking about Fall Out Boy. They're my favorite band, and now you kind of know if you don't know that, and if you do and you're kind of annoyed of me talking about them, then don't watch this video, I guess. Anyways, I hope you have a great one, and subscribe to my channel. I try to upload every week, and I hope you like this video. It's a little longer probably, or probably it's shorter. I don't know. It depends how much I edited out of here. But anyways, I hope you have a great one, and peace.